We've got a new update arriving tomorrow, which looks to be, I think, the final title update before the Dawn of Ragnarok DLC, which arrives on March the 10th. And we're kind of 5 weeks away from it now, so that kind of makes sense to me. Now, I will get on to the patch notes and extras in a minute, but just first, let's talk about these new armor sets and weapons that Ubisoft have officially announced alongside this title update. Now, I found these pictures in the patch notes on the Ubisoft forums. It hasn't yet been posted on Twitter at the time of recording, but we've got 2 new armor sets and 1 weapon pack coming presumably to the Helix store, even though they don't directly say it on the forum post. But first up, we have the Lunar New Year pack, which is in celebration of the start of the calendar year, whose months are actually based on moon cycles. It is celebrated within the East and Southeast Asia, and the legend goes that celebrations began in order to scare away a beast called Nyan, which actually means year in Chinese. I've no doubt I've pronounced that incorrectly, so apologies to my Asian friends. Now, Nyan actually attacked people and villages, so there was good reason to kind of shoo him away, so the legend goes. And we can see that Asian influence here in this pack. Ubisoft have said that we'll be picking up 2 gear sets, which we can subtly see the difference here, I think, in this one picture that they've provided us with, as well as 2 weapons, and that's going to be a bow and some sort of long polearm. We also pick up this pretty awesome looking white tiger mount, and what seems to me looks like a phoenix, which I quite like the look of, to be fair. Now, this pack is going to be releasing on the 15th of February, so at the time of this video, that's a couple weeks or so from now, and it's the first one out of these 3. Now, next up, we're going to be picking up a Moonlight Weapons Pack on March the 3rd, so that's a week before Dawn of Ragnarok's release, and we're going to be getting a one-handed axe, 2-handed greatsword, a bow, and what looks like to me as well as a new scythe. Now, Ubisoft haven't shared any more details apart from what you can kind of see on the screen right now, but if you're into this kind of type of moonlight dark aesthetic, I think it's potentially a purchase for you. Now, thirdly, we've got our Dragon Knight pack. We've been speaking about dragons for over a year now, and it seems like this may just be the first taste of what's coming in Dawn of Ragnarok. It's another pack that contains 2 different armor sets. We've got ourselves a dragon mount, which I'm sure will be going down like Marmite in the community, and we've also got another dragon raven skin and 2 weapons, those being a one-handed axe and a 2-handed greatsword. Now, this is going to be released on March the 22nd, so a couple weeks after the DLC release, and it seems like Ubisoft are really pushing the hard sales at the moment, because I think they need to have a good quarter here, because as far as I'm aware, there's nothing else coming out for them at the start of this year. And by the way, if you found this video helpful so far, and only if you wouldn't mind, a very swift like down below would really help me out, so thank you very much. Now, as for more patch info, well, Ubisoft have been pretty ambiguous there also. There isn't much to report apart from the fact that they've addressed some HD texture issues in-game. They've also stated that the patch update will be approximately 6 GB on the Xbox, 2.5 GB on the PS4 to PS5, and 11 GB on the PC. So a fairly large update like this certainly demonstrates to me that it is a pre-DLC update, and I'm sure we'll be getting more information, or certainly more patch notes, closer to the time of the DLC release. Now, this update will be coming out tomorrow at the usual patch time of 12 PM GMT, 7 AM Eastern Time, and 4 AM Pacific. And by the way, I have no doubt that Peda and Ibsarp will be on the case if you want to know more about these armor sets before they're released. So if you do want to get a good first look at them as soon as we do, then make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can find your way back easily and be the first to know what they're all about. Anyway, I think that's going to do it for me. I'm sure I'll catch you in the next video, and as usual, coffee's on me.